first vinyl records I had were my parents' records. Man, I think the first album I ever bought was Beck's Odelay, and that album just fried my mind. And it was at that point I realized there was this whole world of music that like I wasn't necessarily exposed to as much outside of MTV. Well, when I was younger, it was CDs and vinyl. Vinyl was always like used. If you wanted a cheap used record, you could buy it on vinyl and just save tons of money. A lot of times I find stuff also on vinyl that was never issued on CD or is not available digitally, especially weird like how-to records and like instructional records and records of like international, like it's like the chanting of the Tibetan monks record, and like those never put out on CD, and just like strange international and ambient and early electronic stuff that you can't find anywhere else. On top of that, I do like the way records sound. I mean, I feel like if you got a good turntable, a good receiver, and some great speakers, like your listening experience is going to be completely different than anything you can download, honestly. And anything that comes through earbuds, it's just not going to sound. It's not going to have that full sound that you get from a home stereo. I've tried to get it, and I've tweaked my iPhone equalizer as much as I could on different records, but it's just not the same. Sometimes I just settle on it. I think a lot of people settle on poor fidelity a lot of the time and not even know it. They do not have to settle. Yeah. So that's another reason right there. I love just this one record at a time thing, kind of like when someone lets you borrow a book. It's like you've got this one book and you got to read this one book and let them know how you feel about it. Like I like taking records one record at a time. I listen to the record and really get to know it. You're forced to be a little more patient, and I like that. I try to encourage that. Yeah, but still, that's quite a feat for something. It's not very often that something dies and then it like rebounds. As far as technology goes, it's usually just forward. And vinyl's just something that's special in that way, that it's like it's sticking around. Kind of like the AK-47. Records are like the AK-47 of audio. Like they're still around. People are still using them everywhere, and they don't jam. Except for they do jam. All right, correct that. Yeah.